Lads, I've already made the cardinal error of streaming, and I've had about 40 minutes of off-camera games because I wanted to listen to music as I was playing this bag of shit. And boys, music is pretty shortish when it comes to adding a different layer of depth to Magic the Gathering. Lads, I miss it. I suppose I could go on Twitch, but I still don't really know the rules. I feel like the rules are you can't play copyrighted music on Twitch anymore. But I saw Bloody doing it, Lance. But then she is a special case, right? When you're a certain level of 15-inch bunglage, you get away with any old shit. Yeah, so I don't know. I could go for some classics of classic-y classics Lance to just overwrite all this AIDS. But alas, it's actually distracted me more than I thought it would. My ears are still ringing, as you might imagine, but we're playing Magic the Gathering and it's AIDS. And this guy has also had a heart attack in his chair because of his chronic obesity, Lance. We seem to be getting more and more boys ready to die in their chair than finish their game of Magics or do some squats before work. Both of those things are right, lads. Both of those things are pretty squibbly bibs. I'm not going to concede because it's the first game, and I always like the first game to be classic Magics. Set the tone for the rest of the stream, right, boys? Ultra fucking dweebs. That's what I'm looking to see. Why the early stream? I had a weird sleep-in pattern day. And yeah, I'm awake. If it was up to me, I'd stream this time every day. Because that way we could get the stream done, get the fuck out of here, and do some other aids. And that's better than whatever the fuck's going on, right? Lance? Easy Magics? Easy Magics. I might jump to Twitch before the end of this. Music's amazing, Lance. But then, hey, he was just holding his balls the whole time, wanking his little willy, ready to dump mono white cats all over the floor. What an absolute huge obesity epidemical risk to the NHS, assuming he's even from England. Maybe it's Wedge. Maybe it's Wedge letting his fucking cock and balls run down, all the way down to that little bit of AIDS. And then as soon as he realized that I'm not conceding, he straightened the game, straight back on his little boy wife, wanking his balls. GG's XDs and such. Right, lads? GG's XDs and such, boys. Look how good this guy is at Magics. Right, lads? He's like almost as good as Jesus Christ. But that can't be, because Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior of Magics. Alright, I'm gonna risk stretching this out slightly. Make it seem like I don't have blow up all the AIDS. But Lance, I secretly do have blow up all the AIDS. So, welcome to episode 155 billion of Does Dr. Cheeks have blow up all the peeps on turn 4, or is he dead? Well, lads, we classic Magicked it. We got blow up all the peeps on turn 4. We're not out of the woods, obviously, because they're not exiled forever because of the memes. But I'd much rather have a Wrath of God in this spot than not. Wouldn't you, Lance? Wouldn't you, Lance? Don't be concerned about this faffing around, Lance. Alright, I suppose we could still do the 8s. Just go get Chandra straight away. No fucking around with this little slag. Standard Magics. This with $5 American. Classic American beanage. Says, cheeks. Yeah, technically he doesn't say cheeks. He said, you shouldn't go to Twitch. There's a recent video where DSP breaks down why Twitch was evil because of how they treated him. I know, Lance. Twitch banned that guy or demonetized him for being a complete cunt for 10 years. What an absolute outrage. He didn't do anything. Even as he was explaining he didn't do anything, he called Twitch lame brain pieces of pornographic shit. That sounds like not doing anything to me. Doesn't it, Lance? He was showing this level of brains. Those level of brains were exhibited in Darkside Phil's squeebling. Boyish. So, I love this deck. I fucking love it, Lance. I don't care if anyone's bored of it, honestly. I love it. Alright, so we got a turn 0 ley line, but no ramp. 2 search for glory holes, but no white. I think this is a Mullyblaps. It's definitely a Mullyblaps, but let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out, lads. Surely it couldn't be mono white lifelink cats again. There are 50 million players, all playing crazy strategies, boys. All playing crazy shits. I should have played the tap land there, that was a mistake. Legendary humans have indestructible. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what this is. Okay, I mean, we definitely got lucky with the draws. Definitely did. Dude, definitely. Definitely did. Nah, I don't think DSP said the N-word, but it was an accident. Even I will give it to him that it was an error. He literally didn't just say, hey, Lance, I hate N-words. It was like a, I don't want to pay with fucking treasure. Why is this game, like, literally made by morons? Literally moronic twats did. So, we can play Search for Glory Hole, get Chandra, Chandra minus, exiles all of these lands. Nest of Scarabs, this guy doesn't know how to play Magiques. This guy doesn't know how to play Magiques, Lance. He's trying to do his own brew. Everybody knows that is a recipe for getting AIDS. It is literal AIDS, dude. You can't play your own decks, otherwise you're gonna look like a fool, dude. You're gonna look like a fool, Master Crocodilios, dude. Look at this guy feeding my Chandra. He saw Chandra was alive, dude. He sees it. Look at that little eyeball. He knows he's gonna get his cock and balls burnt alive. And he thinks it's absolute memes. Well, we like a good bit of absolute memes, don't we, lads? Absolute memes. Boys, I was the best in the world the whole time. I'll be honest, I thought everybody got exiled, but I guess he died. He didn't get exiled because of the triggers. Lance, crazy Magiques. That is almost the level of Magiques, and I'm gonna say, boys, suck on my tits. It's just the same, yeah, the same 8. So let's have a good think. Good think and a good wank. Why did this all trigger if these were exiled? Why did they trigger if they were exiled, lads? Whatever diddly-dee, I don't know. I just don't know, lads. I mean, we can't risk it getting any worse.
Check out these fireworks.
Why didn't it trigger this time? Just my 2 guys triggered all of this bullshit. Lance, that's fucking insane. I don't think we need to play any more lands. That's fucking insane. Lance, your creature still died and triggered. Yeah, but I only had 2. You got 8 triggers, Lance. 2, 4, 6. Well, I don't know. How many of these are you allowed in a deck? Is there some secret squeeblage, boys? Is there some secret squeeblage nobody told your man cheeks about? So what do I want to do here? What does this even do? Nothing interesting. I think we can take a turn off from being a memus. You know, take it easy, lads. Keep it squeezy. Keep it squeezy, boys. Boys, you know how to keep things squeezy, right? Classic squeezage. So I guess blowing up all the lands is the deck, but, you know, I gotta be a memer. I gotta be a memer, Lance. If you're not being a memer, are you even doing the memes? If I don't win my free play games, how are you all gonna not think I'm the greatest player ever to live? And my limitless entertainment is always negated by the fact that I've never won a world championship. Always, Lance. If I'm not winning the world title, how can I be the best in the world? It just doesn't make any sense, boys. It wouldn't ever make any sense because memes. Alright, yeah, fuck it.
Stay back.
Clear this shit out.
Look, let's make some more room to fight in.
Now we can start doing the blamps. See, now why did they die? Why did they die, lads? They got exiled, didn't they? Boys?
A curious choice.
None of my lands died this time. I exiled 2 of his boys, and this thing triggered. Why did that happen? Why did that happen, Lance? Lance, why did that happen again? Jason Cook says, per Whizbang's rulings, some number wanks, while LOV is on the battlefield, non-token creatures your opponents control won't die, they'll be exiled instead. Abilities that would trigger when those creatures die won't trigger. Tokens can still die while it's on the field. Alright, so I guess tokens is what gave me ability 8s. Tokens were what gave me ability... Alright, let's test that. Let's test that fully. So I should take 2 damage here. Nope.
Bye-bye.
Fuck this. What? I don't know what's going on then. I don't understand anything about this game, these players, whiz-bangs. I don't understand Gabby Sparks' fat tits. Nothing in the world makes any sense to your man cheeks. Nothing, boys. But that's standards. Chandra's minus exiles tokens, but blowing them up doesn't exile them. Alright, now I sort of see. Now I sort of see, lads. It makes about as much sense as this game being horseshit. So, all the sense in the world. All those saucy cents.
Stand down.
What do I want here? Forsaken Monument, gain 2 life for the memes. Gain 2 life for the memes, boys.
Awaken.
Look how versatile this deck is. Gaining life, huge beatdown machines against an absolute powerhouse deck of Nest of Scarabs. Boys. Nest of Scarabs defeated. Hello and welcome to another game of Magic Duels. As you can see, I won all of my games because I was hopelessly overpowered for my opponents. Don't worry about when I try to build a new deck and I go 120, because all you need to know is 1 and 0, because 20 games got lost on my hard drive or to all the corrupted pornos when Kit Boga called me up on an Indian cold scam and I fell for it and gave them all of my banking details, and then I went to Amazon and bought them 45 play cards for $200,000. But that was because they gave me my money first, and then in the end it was all memes, and I went 5-1 and everyone thought I won a Pro Tour. Okay, sweet! Okay, sweet indeed, lads. Alright, we had all our fun for the day. Now back on the shit. Back on the shit, lads. Lads. Back on the shit. Build a new deck or do something else? Build a new deck, lads, or do something else. Des says, that's all this birthday was. They were upset there were no sushi. They were there for Cat's birthday. I did hear all of that DSP shits. That guy, he lives in a world of his own. He lives in a world like where he thinks he's always right. And that's the reason there is an entire industry dedicated to laughing at him. He turned a story of He went to Burger King and got a burger, and it was saucy, into a full fucking Tolkien adventure. And even though it was his wife's birthday, he didn't think it was embarrassing to say he emailed Burger King 3 times while she was sitting in the car next to him to complain that he had a saucy burger. Who would do that on their wife's birthday? Excuse me, dear, let me just get on the... Dear Burger King, I've often enjoyed your fast food squibblies. I've regaled at the fact that your milkshakes were very cold on my balls. But today I had the unfortunate experience of having a burger that had a little bit too much mayonnaise on it. Now, normally I wouldn't waste my time messaging you 3 times, but it's my wife's birthday and I have to avoid having sex with her because I'll embarrass myself. So what are you going to do about this? I require a large donation in the name of Darkside Phil so that I can buy multiple Big Macs and fuck 'em or some shit, I don't know. Yours, sincerely, Fatty McBoobs. What a blood of bullshit. Oh, lads, what a boy. And he called his wife Mum again for like the 11th time. We all get our girlfriends confused with our mothers, don't we, lads? We fucking loved railing our mums while we was at school. That's where the comparison comes in, I'm sure, boys. Classic mudgeeks. How about using Modern Horizons cards? Alright, let's have a look. How is it that you find Modern Horizons? Because, you know, no need to fix this fucking shit. No need to fix this shit, Lance. Oh my god, now I can only have standard decks. That's classic memes. That's classic memes, boys. Well, maybe I was in the wrong playlist. But nothing makes any sense. Nothing makes any sense in the world, Lance. So what do you do? M:8. EMH2. Okay, let's see what we have. Man, it's fucking getting warm in England. I don't think I can sit at this desk for too much longer. Because it's 8 layers. No, that just isn't all the cards, right? It just can't be. There's surely more than this. Let's. Also, classic Majiks. I must have done 15 jump starts. I've got full playsets of every Planeswalker, but somehow I've got none of these and none of these. But I do have a full playset of Sarah's. That is classic Majik, boys. Why isn't it showing Yawgmoth? Yawgmoth is in this set, isn't it? Or is that one? Alright, it's one. So, Yawgmoth is alright. This isn't okay. We don't really play angels, and it's not very good. Only one of these means Sliver's not going to be that good. This guy's good. But it's not a build around card. When enters the battlefield, discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. For each non-land card discarded this way, make a land. Exile this land from your grave, create 2 lands. I mean, it's pretty good with draw and discard effects. Did I answer Jacine's breakfast question? I don't think that I did. Jacine Cortez with $5 American. Lance, Des keeping me on my toes. Breakfast, what will you be having, Mr. Cheeks? I don't know if it's breakfast time. I think we're post-breakfast now. But what will I be having? Some pita bread and feta cheese, maybe. I'll see what's in the fridge. But that sounds like something that's there and something that I would have. Yawgmoth with... your mum, you know. Alright, there's not many cards. Or maybe we'll look at non-mythics. We'll look a bit aids here. Reap the past. Return X cards at random from your grave to your hand. Nah. The Queen Bear. This is actually pretty good. When another bear enters the battlefield under your control, choose one. Put 2 1/1 counters on the target bear, or target bear you control fights creature you don't control. You know why that's extra saucy, Lance? It doesn't have to be the bear that comes into play. So if you've got a 6/6 bear and you play a 2/2 bear, then your 6/6 bear can punch someone in the balls. Standard magics. Standard magics. What do we got here? Necrogoyf. Number of creature cards in all graves. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they discard a card. Nah, not for 5-man ace. That's fucking dog shit. Reanimate is shit. This turned out to be ultra bollocks. Gangbangs. I ain't buying any of those. Chitter shits. Yep, same deals. This isn't bad. Yeah, that's good. And what about this? Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, investigate. Sacrifice X clues. Target opponent reveals the top X cards of their life. I don't know what I would do with it otherwise. Honestly, none of these, they just don't have it. None of these cards have it. None of these cards, when I look at them, I'm like, even if it fails, I want to try it. I look at it and I think, I'll stuff this up my ass. It's boring. It's all shit. All shit, Lance. All shit, Lance. Why has Luke done the thingy sign? You getting internet troubles, boys? You getting internet troubles, Lance? It looks okay on my end. I don't know what to do. Yeah, that's the key. None of the cards are exciting. I don't want to. The only thing that looks like it would change the face of any games is that Merfolk card, and I don't want to play that. I don't want to play Dump Your Hand Meerwanks. That's 8. That's 8, Lance. But I don't want to just keep playing the same decks over and over again. I wouldn't say it was 8, but it's, you know. What do you mean? Yana Amari's played fucking Cat Sacrifice for 2 years, and everyone loves it. They're not addicted to her flat tits and acting like a porno bitch. Not at all, Master Cheeks. I mean, Squeaks brings up a good point. Maybe I should just play the same deck forever and ever, Lance. Forever and ever and ever. And ever, boys. And a bit longer than ever, a little bit more than that. Why, boys? For standard magics. I was hanging for a while. Lagged for a good 40 seconds. Lance, like I said, it's hot. And when it's hot, you get classic magic in the UK. Alright, so we're playing another mono white lifelink cats deck. I don't know if you think it's lagging. It might just look incredibly like we're playing the same game that we always play. You know, for the memes. For those memes, Lance. Boys, are you aware of the memes? I'm sure you're not really aware of the memes, because how could we possibly be playing the same game? It's even magics. It's even like this game is so varied and crazy that this could be anything. Anything in the world, lads. Don't you love it? It could be anything in the world, boys. Oh, I can't double block next turn. That was a mistake. I thought we could do the doobly blocks, but we can't. We can't do the doobly blocks because of the big cocks or something. Why, boys? So we just have to keep blocking, hope that this guy doesn't go ultimates, play Sunbirds, play Genesis. The end. I think currently it looks like it's not going that well. I think we're still got the better decks. I think we've got the stronger cards. Wouldn't you guess, Lance? Wouldn't you guess that I've got stronger cards than this lad? Or would you think that his flump mono white dump your pubes thing might be able to hold up? What do you think, boys? Old flumfies. You get an emblem with at the beginning of your mum's ass, do something.
I will guard your advance.
I think we'll be fine. Maybe. Classic Ahmed Al-Frank Batty Lance. Alright. What to be played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think double invocation sets me up nicely. But he is going to have an ultimated Basri. But again, I think we'll be fine. Ultimate Baz. Is that going to be good enough for a Thrag Banks? Maybe I don't know what to do, honestly. I feel like it's one of those games where I feel like it's under control. I feel like it's totally under control. And then out of nowhere, I might miscalculate what's going on and then be dead.
You are cranes in a sandstorm.
Like, should I play Thragdad now? Should I play Ahmed Al-Thragbadi now? Or am I still totally fine? Am I fine, lads? Am I fine to play a Mirrorwanks? Am I fine to play Mirrorwanks, lads? I think I might die, right? I think I might die. Oh yeah, if he has a Teo, this thing will be big. I could play Genesis Ultimatum when we see what happens. Everyone will be tapped, so I'll have to give this guy up at the end of the turn. Ah, yeah, fuck it. We got double triggers. I'm sure I'll get a massive dick, right? I am good at having massive dicks, Lance. Oh my days, that was a mistake. I thought that was the full triggers. I do that quite often. I do that often, Lance. It is an error. But never mind. Never ye mind, Lance. That was a mistake. So I don't know what it offered me, but I definitely wanted Primeval Bounty. Primeval Bounty would have been classic memes. Unfortunately, we're just doing regular memes. Regulation memeage, Lance. Ruinous Ultimatum means that everyone comes into play untapped anyway. So I just don't have to die this turn, and should be fine. Right, but I'm going to play the other... Like I say, Lance... How much do I believe in my bollocks? 20. I might take 21. Let's not die. Let's not die, Lance. Hopefully Night of Autumn just blows all of these up. And then we'll be extra... Nope, not that lucky. Alright, if we're destroying all the enchantments, then we'll just take the life. See, who needs to build new decks when every game plays out slightly differently? What are you each play fucking mono white again, cheeks? Yeah, but my deck played out slightly differently, didn't it, Lance? And that's what matters. That's what matters. If I go 5-hand 1, then it was classic Mujinks. It was classic Mujinks. The whole time, boys. Don't forget, I still get all the 3/3s. I still get all the 3/3s, Lance. Plus, I think I got enough life this time. I think we're safe for life. good job this game uses the resources of two 3080s just to boot up. If he draws a Johnny, I'll still make sure not to concede this time. It seemed to upset a lot of peeps yesterday. But it didn't matter, Lance. Like I say, there are no stakes on Arena. There are no stakes on Arena, boys. Yeah, the trick. I mean, nobody would play this in real life, would they? It'd be memes. It'd be standard memes. So, am I blocking? That's quite a. No, I'm on 75. I just realized. All right, no blocks. Just one attack. Gotta hold these lands back, just in case. Just in case, boys. He's only on 92. He's only on 92, boys. Gonna keep it under control. So I actually don't want all these weird triggers yet. So I'm just gonna take the easy magics. Wall of Blossoms kills me a lot. So he could have Settley Aids. Nope, he paid the price. So he's gonna die. Nice to see that he was part of the fraternity of memers. As soon as he saw that I was gonna be able to do the memes, he didn't want any more magics. Standard mono white bollocks. There are plenty of stakes on Arena, especially now they've added a bunch of bears. Lance, Grotleg busting out the granddad memes. The granddad of all dad granddaddy jokes. Standard magics. Alright, what can we actually do, Lance? Shall I carry on trying to fix this artifact reanimate deck? I could put Yorgmoth into a -1 Nest of Scarabs deck, but would that even be good? Would that even be good, Lance? Would that even be good? Boys. Alright. Cursed Idol into Cultivate is fine, I think. Unless this guy is playing counterspells, in which case you never know. They're all pretty shit if I'm I've got nothing. I've got nothing at all. So we're gonna have to go the long route. We're gonna have to go the long route and then burst into life when we finally get some lands. And we slip under this counterspell. Maybe. Either way, as long as he plays quickly, because this is Arena, it won't matter at all, boys. One white, one green. Okay. So let's have a think. If he's flyers, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Lance. If he's flyers, which he is, what do you do? Only got one mana open. I think we'll try and give this the plop drop. Taking a long time to do nothing. That's what I like in my free play arena games, Lance. A long time to do nothing at all. Because, boys, I'm just talking about stakes. Maybe this guy is in the kitchen frying a big fat dick on his ass. Right, boys, what I said makes sense. Also, scrying there makes no difference. Because I'm the best. Right, boys, standard magics. Standard magics. Evolving Wilds and Warden. This looks like a butchered intro pack. It doesn't look very strong. But look at my hand, boys. My hand is giving me problems. And not just because I've been wanking to Yana's Boobomatrons all day. So if this is a counter spell, he'll obviously use it here. But we have Blood on the Snow to get it back. If we're talking real magics. If we were talking real magics, boys. I would think that's a good counter spell target. For a Flyers deck, making a load of 2/1 spiders with reach. Okay, maybe he doesn't have it. Maybe he's got something else.
Are you enraptured by my beauty?
Maybe he's got something else, Lance. Maybe this is Scry 2, Draw 2. I don't know. Look, the Seer is the intro pack version. Arena symbol set. Let's see. Well, he's right, Lance. What about the rest of his cards? Yeah. Intro pack. Alright. In the spirit of squeebalage, I'll concede to this guy at the end if I look like I'm winning. But I've learned my lesson of being arrogant. Sometimes you lose anyway, Lance. Sometimes you lose anyway. Sometimes intro pack boys just get all the memes.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
So I think, unless my draw is really good, I think I'm just bringing this back. Agreed, Lance? Plus, does it get an additional 1 counter on it? No.
You could have such power, but you are too weak. Aren't I generous?
Okay, assuming this does end up being as lopsided as it might be, then maybe we'll just hit the shits. Agreed, boys.
It's bold to bargain with you.
Alright, at what stage are we out the door? At what stage are we out the door, Lance? I'd say I'm winning from here. There's nothing he can have in an intro pack that is going to beat this. At what stage are we out of the door? Boys.
My children will take care of you.
Am I already taking the piss? Am I already taking the piss, Lance? Lance! Am I already taking the piss? Is this an uneven load of old shit? Yeah, I mean, he's never winning this game. I'll have a look. I'll scry once more, and then I'll just concede. Like, how are you beating any of these?
I'll tell you a secret.
Alright, that's enough. That's enough kicking a fucking Sparky in the balls. Ugin incoming. I mean, I still think he would lose. But you never know. I suppose if he did have an Ugin, he could claw his way back. Well, that's a good argument that every deck should have an Ugin, Cheech. I don't know. I think that's the complete opposite. I think it's a good argument that Ugin is way too powerful for people playing gibberish decks. Yamanks. Alright, what are we actually doing? What are we doing? What do we have as a project moving forwards, as they say, Lance? What do we have as a project moving forwards to keep the streams as fresh as Yana's 12-year-old ass? Boish? Everything's fucking boring. The game's never been more boring. No matter what deck I play, I'm still playing mono white lifelink 8s. I know them. I don't want to play an actual cube, Lance. I think my time of giving... What? Lads. Lads. Boys. Did the game explode? Did I get my insta-ban? Or has my connection succumbed to the AIDS? Is it? I don't think it's a connection thing. Alright, we'll see. Maybe Arena has caught the bollocks. Nope, it's crashed, as you can see. Nothing to do with me. Good old whiz-bangs, lads. Good old whiz-bang-loops. I mean, this game's only 4 years old, boys. You have to expect it just to explode in your face every now and again. Right, boys? Doesn't that happen with almost every other game that you play? Aren't you running around in Warzone and it just disconnects on your balls? Well, actually, Cheeks, Warzone is quite bad at oops, but that's got 150 people running around at all times on cross-platforms, so maybe it's the same. Maybe it is the same, Lance. Oh no! Have I got the bug that's going around to where it's just classic black screen? Lance, this is apparently like a big issue, but whiz-bangs are like, we'll get to it. We'll get to it one of these days, Lance. We'll get to it. Maybe you have to uninstall and reinstall, but, you know, how are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know, boys? We're just doing the memes. Alright, I mean, I'm not in the mood to sit around with this fucking shit and then remember that all of this misery is to play Magic, the shittest game in existence. Yeah, what could we do? What could we do instead, boys? Alright, I'm going to say that it's just not working. I'll probably have to reinstall this piece of shit. Or some bollocks, right? It happens to a lot of people. And they don't seem like they're interested in fixing it. So maybe I got to wait for the next update. Who knows? I mean, I'm not that bothered. I did set up the Xbox shit, but I'm not in the mood for it tonight. I have to admit, Lance. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I could play X-Blaps, or we could just call it an early night and watch this television. Xbox. I could do anything, but I'm not in the mood, and I'm someone that's, I think, motivated by being in the mood of what they do, Lance. What could we do? Move to Twitch, check out Lisbo's, what's the thing? Check out Lisbo's Baps for the old times. I don't think we could do that anymore, by the way, because Lisbo has become such a classic memer that, like, the first and second pictures on her Twitter, like, show full some other girl's vag. So we'll get banned off Twitch pretty quicks. What could we do? Watch a DSP video? Watch Snort, says Des. I don't know if that's, a bannable thing to watch somebody else's video on the tube. It's probably not, right? Alright, well, watch one Snorts. I'm sure half of you don't give a shit, but at least Des might, and he's a lad, so we'll do that. Maybe we'll watch an old DSP video, a really old one, and see how he's changed, you know, because we all change over the years. We all change over the years. I'm going to do that. Let's find one from, like, literally 6 years ago. These are all pretty new. How do you search by number wanks? How do you search by most views? I don't know. Maybe he's got one that says, like, most popular. No, I don't think so. Nope. Lance. See what he just did yesterday, this week? What a fucking mug. Who's paying... Well, I say who. People are paying him hundreds of dollars to put these hats on every day. What an absolute lad. Can you even be more of a lad, boys? Maybe we should watch back from... we'll watch the latest one. Fuck it. We'll watch the latest one, and then I'm going to do something else.
This is how I play the game.
I'll skip it because maybe copyright music. You never know.
Sound good?
Alright.
We'll do our own...
Sounds good to me.
Oh, hold on, a bunch of tips came in.
Oh, Mit's tips, lads!
Okay.
Gotta get those tips!
So, Shadow Wolf 344 has tipped me $15 and says, "Here, how are the memberships coming along? You never think you'd be back to where you used to be." Well, if you take a look, as you'll see, we are currently at a record high. 264 memberships and climbing. We actually did get a giant increase in the last few days. We were all the way down like 220.
If I was to guess, I would say Only Iced AIDS has been doing his classic Majix voice of making fake accounts while DSP's been asleep. If you didn't know, while DSP was on Twitch, he had 900 subs, and at least 500 of them was Only Iced AIDS, which is what, $2,000 a month, $2,500. That man is an absolute fucking weirdo.
And then we have gone over like 30 to 40 more. I think it's too full.
Yeah, it's fake, man. He's been on YouTube 4 months, and he gets 40 more subs in a week after crying his eyes out about not getting enough subs. What a fucking liar.
Reasons why. First of all,
Lance.
the first reason I feel is because the goal for this month is Halloween event, right? And people like the Halloween event that I do every year. It's a tradition. People like that I dress up. People like that I play a variety of games. People like that they get to nominate and vote on the games for that event. They just enjoy the event in general, okay? So in general, it's great. People enjoy it all the time. They want to...
The event is literally the same stream, but he has a Sonic hat on. Unbelievable times what had, lads.
See it happen. But in addition to that, now we're heading into the fall gaming season. People this week, I saw people come to the streams this week that I haven't seen since I left Twitch, and they're like, "Oh, I haven't been on your stream, but now I'm coming back because now all the good games are going to start to come out."
Bullshit.
So I think that what's happening is people are finally migrating over here, even those that might be waiting because they thought the summer was slow, and now that all these new games are going to be coming out, they're going to be coming over.
Why would anyone on Earth go to Darkside fucking Pussy for their game to see any games? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody is like, "Oh, I don't watch anyone except Darkside Phil for games." Because he plays them all the best. I learned so much from watching Phil than an actual good gamer. Especially when he starts fucking begging for cash and talking AIDS.
And supporting, and I really appreciate that. Alright, so things are going better now. We already hit the Tier 1 members goal, which means the Halloween event is happening. The Tier 2 members goal is that you guys will get to participate in picking the costume that I'm going to wear during
Oh my god, what a bonus, lads.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? What? Oh, man. Alright, guys, good night. I'm making, no exaggeration, every month, thousands of dollars less here than I...
Thousands less, lads. But he never made it thousands in the first place. He never made thousands in the first place, lads. He was always struggling. But now that he makes thousands less, and that guy does a breakdown and he's still making 10 grand, lads, it's almost like he was talking bullshit the whole time. Boys. Cheeks, have you been working on DSP accent? Can you... Well, this guy is sped up, so I'm good at mimicking, but I don't think I can mimic him because the voice is sped up. Anyway, we'll give it a try, baby.
There's no exaggeration.
No exaggeration.
Between the missing subs that I don't have anymore...
Missing subs?
And
Nah, fuck it, I can't do it.
I get a lot of cheers over time on Twitch. I don't get that here. You know, the super chats are getting better, but the memberships, it's a very slow build. And that's giant lost revenue for me that I needed to pay bills, and that's why I'm in the situations where I am, where I have to ask for tips.
Yeah, that's literally, like, that's the funny thing. All of these guys always bring up the thing that I always think. When he was on Twitch, he talks like it was fucking sunshine and roses. These videos have existed for 4 years because he's been begging non-stop. On Twitch, it was a disaster. Every day. But now it was amazing. It was fine the whole time. It was fine the whole time, and we didn't even realize it, Lance.
Where I've been doing fundraiser marathons for the last 2 months. It sucks. I don't want to have to do it, but that's just the situation I'm in because there aren't those same options that there were on Twitch. They absolutely need
All he wants is gifted subs. All he wants is gifted subs, so only Ice Aids can just 2.5 G's a month additional.
to implement these options. They do. I would appreciate it if you were going to contribute tonight, if it could be tips, because tips are very slow tonight. Super chats are actually quite decent, but the tips are slow.
Super chats are decent, but they don't count. Anyone who gives me a super chat, fuck off.
So please, if you can...
Fuck you super chat
We haven't
dweebs.
had enough tips to even do the gunner glasses, so, you know, now would be the time. Though we're in the final 15 minutes of the stream, guys.
You even bake for money.
Spawn Killer, just to be $20. Wait,
That was his wife who used to stream, if you didn't know, Lance. Not the worst piece of ass I've ever seen in the world. Although the rumors are that she's a fat bitch now. Nobody can verify any of that.
Spawn Killer, just to be $20. Wait a minute. Money Creature, just to be $21, and says, saddle up, cowboy, because we're going to Tijuana, Mexico. Yeah! Whoa, I don't know where that came from. Money Creature, with a tip. $21. That becomes the top tip of the night.
That's from the security
$80
expert who apparently, despite working hard every day and going to the gym, can still watch DSP 10 hours a day. You know, because that's what normal peeps do. 10 hours, Lance. How much does YouTube take from super chats? I think it's 35%.
That's total. And he says we're going to Tijuana,
That's probably why he hates him.
Mexico.
Has to share his money.
I don't know, did I ever tell you guys this story? Did you guys know that my cousin actually was murdered and passed away in Tijuana, Mexico? I don't know if I ever told you that. Yeah.
Look at that Baldini, lads. Look at that Baldinage.
My mother's, well, it was my mother's, my mother's nephew. So my cousin. Yeah. Yeah, he passed away in Tijuana. Certainly wasn't there for good reasons. Let's put it that way. From what I'm to understand, he used to go across the border a lot to go down there and basically do illicit things like drugs and stuff. And he just ran in with the wrong crowd, and someone murdered him to rob him. And that was the end of that.
DSP should have taken him under his wing and said, why don't you just stay at home literally every day for the rest of your life, begging for money on YouTubes instead of running drugs? It's easy. All you have to do is stick your dignity up your ass and import your wife like an internet bride, and it'll be classic memes, boys.
That. He was always known as like the black sheep of the family. He's much older than me when I was.
The black, the black sheep of any family is him. I would be much more proud of a gun smuggler who got murdered in Tijuana than I would be of DSP still living. Hey, Dr. Jigs, what does your son do? I don't have a son. I never did. That guy who I raised, he was a foster kid for the memes. I don't know what he does now. He's gone, and he probably plays Mono Red in Magic the Gathering.
Very young.
Probably.
Like when I was like in my early teens, he was already in like his late 20s. So he was much older than me. And yeah, he was known as like the black sheep of the family who was into that kind of shit. And wasn't basically very friendly with his father, my uncle, because of that. And I only saw him maybe a few times during holiday gatherings when I was very young. And I remember once there was a, I believe it was for my uncle's 50th birthday. The family threw him like a big bash kind of celebration. They rented out a hall and invited all of his friends and all his family members. And it was like a big...
I wonder how he gets ear infections, Lance. I wonder how he gets ear infections, scratching his fucking arse all day long, never washing his hands. It was definitely the headset's problem, right? Not him wanking in his office, scratching his bollocks, and then literally transferring all of that shit into his clearly unwashed head. He should sue Turtle Beach for all the fucking AIDS he's got up his ass.
And all his family members. And it was like a big buffet, and there was music and everything to celebrate, like a big birthday bash for him, 50th anniversary.
How boring is this fucking story?
And, I remember that was the last time I saw my cousin, because he was hanging out with my wife.
I like how you're laughing too.
He was hanging out with his wife, eh?
Funny.
Classic.
He was hanging out with my aunts and uncles. I don't know why. Whenever I think about
my wife, I always think about my mum. I don't know why. Don't you do that, Lance? Don't you always associate the woman who cooks and cleans and washes your willy when it gets all wet with your wank and jizz? Don't you always think about your wife? That's it, right? Cook, clean, When I'm at work, leave me alone. When I get home, I'll fucking take a shit and I expect dinner on the table, like my mum. Also, I hate tits. I fucking hate tits. Which is why I always think about my mum when I look at my wife. Classic memes or some aids.
Whenever I think about my family, sometimes I say my wife, and then sometimes, I don't know, I always say the wrong thing. No, he was not hanging out with my wife.
You should look about that. You should look that up. You should check out a Freudian book and see what they think of that. Because I doubt that it's very unusual.
He was hanging out with my aunts and uncles. Because he basically hung out with everyone but his dad. He would not hang out with my Uncle Richie. He would only hang out with everyone but his dad because his dad basically hated him because he knew that he was into drugs and stuff. But yeah, but he was hanging out with my other relatives. And I remember he was on the younger side, so I was like a young teenager and I was talking to him and hanging out with him a little bit. He was a cool guy.
This story
but at
is
the
so
same time,
fucking shit.
Like, you knew that he was like into shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can always tell.
Only
And
DSP. Only DSP could talk about a fucking gun runner or drug smuggler getting murdered, and I still would rather listen to this ad coming up. Hopefully it's about Grammarly.
Like, if I remember correctly, it was within like a few...
Cinetrax Productions, Lance. Oaxaca swag, lads. Cool beer Mohali. Boys, we're gonna pre-order whatever the fuck this is. Starring Sunil Pinjora and someone else.
ਹੁਸਨ ਤੇਰਾ ਏ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਗੋਲੀ ਕੋਈ ਬੰਦੂਕ ਦੀ ਵੈਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਨ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆਏ ਸ਼ੁਕਦੀ
Manny Bakken. Boys.
ਹੁਸਨ ਤੇਰਾ ਏ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਗੋਲੀ ਕੋਈ ਬੰਦੂਕ ਦੀ ਵੈਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਨ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆਏ ਸ਼ੁਕਦੀ ਕਈਆਂ ਦੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਿਰ ਪੱਟਣੇ
Which direction is that woman going in? She's come and gone like 15 more times.
ਕਈਆਂ ਦੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਿਰ ਪੱਟਣੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਟੋਮੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਕੁੜੇ ਬੈਗਨੀ
Oh, look at that violence.
ਨਵੇਂ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਪਰ ਤੇਰਾ ਉਂਝ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਸਵੈਗਨੀ
Yep, that's hilarious. Hilarious, Lance.
For my uncle. That. And that, you know what? And that was the weird thing that stood out about that birthday celebration was it was for my uncle's 50th anniversary. And my cousin showed up to be there for Dad, you know, his dad. But his dad didn't want to talk to him. So he ended up hanging out with everyone else, all my other relatives, but not my uncle, because my uncle kind of like had disowned him because he was like the druggie or the black sheep of the family, right?
He's just repeating himself now.
So yeah, basically, he died like 3 months later. No one had known what happened to him. He just went missing completely. And then all of a sudden, you get a phone call from like the border patrol or whatever that he had passed away in Mexico and had been contacted by the Mexican authorities, and they said that they had his body and they found his identification and everything. And that's when everyone kind of found out that he was constantly going south of the border down there to Tijuana, and he was into illicit drugs and gambling and all kinds of stuff, and that he had gotten murdered and robbed. It was fucked up.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Things that never happened by Phil. Oh yeah? Things that never happened? Fuck off.
I mean, that story was so
These
boring.
things
I
do
believe it
happen.
happened.
Was he a mule? That I don't know. You know, who knows? If he was definitely into drugs and he was crossing the border, could it have been a possibility? Yes. Was he? I have no idea. Like I said, I was young. I was a young teenager, probably like 13 years old. I didn't know what the fuck was going on with anything with that, you know? I didn't even understand what a mule was. Well, who knows? Maybe he was. I don't know. You're absolutely right, Danny. He probably pissed off the wrong people. He probably got into the wrong circles, pissed off the wrong people. It's sad because a lot of my family, like, I really don't have connection to much or any of my family anymore besides my parents. It's like all my family systematically over the years kind of hated each other to the point where they just stopped talking to each other.
Probably
But
hated
I had
you.
no impact on it. I was one of the youngest people in the family. And all the older people older than me all got into these feuds and arguments and hated each other and stopped talking. You know, my Uncle Richie moved away to another coast and we never heard from him again. And my godparents had a falling out with my mom for some reason. I don't know why.
My parents were being overprotective. I'll tell you why. Because they were having problems with their marriage. I know I've never really talked about this publicly before. I will right now. This is real and from the heart. They were having problems with their marriage at the time when I was in high school. They may or may not have cheated on each other. I don't know or care because it's not my fucking business and I don't give a shit what they did. Right? But what they decided to do, they decided to put me in the middle of it and make me the center of the issue.
And because of that, we stopped
Phil,
hanging out
you're
with-
such a slag. I cheated on your mum. You fucking didn't wash your balls. I had to bang the barmaid down the fucking lamb and flag. Sorry, son. It was all your fault. And this is what happens, lads. That is what happens. That is a cautionary tale for cheating on your wife. You think it's just classic memes. Cheat on your wife? Fuck that old bag. But what if your son ends up like this? What are you gonna do, lads?
With them, and the only other relatives that I had contact with really.
This is insane. I mean, I love watching Snort Burnell, but this story is a fucking catastrophe.
Great aunt and great uncle, and they both passed away. So systematically, when I was a kid, I had a ton of relatives. Like I said, I went to my uncle's 50th anniversary party, and there's like a ridiculous amount of people that I know there. And then over the years,
Ridiculous amount of people to him literally must be 6 people. In one calendar year, he will have met nobody other than his wife. And I think that's a fact. 0 Majiks. 0 Majiks played by Phil, other than on his own dick while his wife is at work.
it was like less and less and less, to the point where I was like in my 20s, and there was like no relatives left. Like no one talking to anyone. They're like, damn. But anyway, I only brought that up because Money Creature is the top tipper of the night, and he is...
That was where it started. Somebody donated money and said, let's go to Tijuana. And instead of being like, oh, when I went to Tijuana, I got fucking hammered and banged a tranny. No, it was a fucking 2-hour story about some old bastard who... Nothing, it wasn't even his story, for fuck's sake.
Tijuana, Mexico, next week, and my cousin passed away in Tijuana, pretty fucked up. My mom or dad's brother was 70 when I was 13. No, I just said he turned 50. Not 70, 50. Jeez. Yeah, now he's up there in age. Now he's very old. He's much older than my mom. And my mom right now is in her 60s.
My mom?
He would be probably in his 70s, late 70s. Yeah.
My mom. '93's
There's
fine.
still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it.
$93 is not the end of the world. Plus, he made 250 earlier or something like that. All right, 3 years ago, lads. Let's try this one. After this, it's 20 minutes, so we won't watch all of it. 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, he was on Twitch, and the way he was talking, everything was perfect back here. Everything was wonderful.
You wanted to live near punks.
Wonderful.
Sounds good to me.
Shout outs! Okay, shout out to Third Eye the Third, who cheered. He says, I saw people on the internet trying to make money off your image. Someone has a blanket with your face on it.
Oh, no. %. Well, I say 100%. If somebody made this face of you wanking on the internet, what would your first thought be? It would be, I don't know why there's a picture of my face on someone's bed, having a wank. Any combination of that and it just being a bit odd. I bet you he's upset that this guy, somebody made money off it. I bet you 100% he is upset that this was sold rather than given away.
If you guys ever see anything like that, if there is a way for you to report it through that business, I recommend you do. Why am I toxic? All I can taste is the saltiness. If not, if you want to send me information, like shoot me an email and say, hey Phil, here's someone selling your face on a blanket on this website, here it is. I can myself go over there and check it out. And if it's true, I could take care of it. I've already there were a few people on Teespring a year ago who were selling shirts with my face on it without my permission. And of course it was a negative thing. It was a negative meme, so I got rid of it. Salt, 90% of the time. And Teespring immediately took it down and said, thank you for letting us know we don't want this kind of crap on our site. So if you guys ever see anything like that, and you can report it yourselves, go right ahead. But if not, send it my way, and I'll give it a look, okay?
All right.
He didn't mention money. I can't believe it, lads. He didn't mention money.
Random ghost tipped me $1 and said that I live in the past and I need to move on. How can I move forward if I live in the past? I have no idea what you're even talking about. I have no idea. No one is talking about the past besides my 10-year anniversary event, which is a fun thing to do, being that I'm a 10-year-long content creator. Outside of that, no one on this pre-stream has referenced the past at all. So you may have some weird agenda for yourself.
I mean, he still does it today.
But I gotta kind of scratch my head on this one. I have no idea what you're talking about. I really don't.
I know you're lying.
All right, shout out to that douche kid who cheered and said, "How much for a DSP body pillow?" Asking for a friend. Ooh, ooh. Well, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I'm just saying. Thank goodness.
My girlfriend is obviously Papa Lou in a wig. I love you, Papa Lou. I love you.
Shout out to Lord Lamb V3. He says, if we, the patrons, vote for you to rewatch your top 10 racist end of the year moments from back in the day, would you do it? You think Twitch would have a problem with that? Quite frankly, Lord Lamb, being real with you, I think Twitch would have a problem with that. I do. So if you're not aware, those videos, which, by the way, have been on the internet for 8 years now, because I put them out in late, I think it was late 2010. I think it was late 2010 when I released those. So you're talking 8 years ago. But you...
Those are one of the first videos I saw of DSP, and I couldn't believe this guy was still streaming after I watched them. I couldn't believe the guy was still, like, technically he is cancelled because he has no sponsors, he would never be sponsored, no one would ever work with him. But I couldn't believe he wasn't banned. Well, maybe not banned, but monetized. I was surprised. The shit he fucking come out with.
YouTube demonetized, flagged them for adult content. I think one of them can't even be viewed because it was like flagged as against the community guidelines or whatever. I didn't get a strike or anything for it, but basically those videos were like blacklisted into oblivion. And it's hilarious because when I released them in 2010, no one had a problem with them. People understood the comedy. They realized that it was...
I don't know if we should have a look at them. 2010 is not like 1942. They're very racist, like it says the N-word a couple of times, like it's normal.
Just jokes, and they really thought they were funny as hell, and now here we are 8 years later, and the videos are like, oh my god, the devil's spawn on YouTube. Unreal how times change, right?
Disgusting beggar.
So, no, sadly, I don't think those videos would be able to be, used for the event. As I said, the preface of the event, the 10 years of Rage event, would be a video that is currently watchable right now. Because, any videos that already might have been taken down or whatever, no, those would not be eligible. And I'm certainly not going to prod the hornet's nest when it comes to Twitch terms of service and start putting out, videos.
Oh, no. Not going to prod the Twitch terms of service hornet's nest, is he not, lads? Is he not? You're going to be a good boy, lads? How'd that work out for the boy? How did that work out for the lad? If you didn't know, he's banned from Twitch for being a fucking arsehole.
That already were taken down or, censored or whatever. I'm not going to be doing that kind of content, okay? Random Ghost to me another $1 and complains that I don't read his full questions, and he doesn't have an agenda, and herpaderpaderp. Random Ghost, you have to understand something, alright? When you attempt to get a shout out on a streamer's stream, what you should probably do is try to be part of a fun experience.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules,
right.
And what I say goes.
One last try of arenas.
This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech, because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land.
Say something that's interesting. Say something that's fun. Don't ask insulting questions that are accusatory of the streamer. Like, what do you think is going to happen? As I said, it's very subjective what I read on my streams. Now, I can keep the stream in a nice positive vein and everyone's having fun and we keep the stream moving, or I can focus in on every negative, critical thing that everyone says about me, and then the entire stream just becomes drama. Which do you think I'm going to focus on?
Alright, this isn't I mean, I'm always up for listening to dark side shits, of course. Let's actually find it. Which was the one that I saw? Okay, I don't think it was that one. Maybe they took it down. Maybe they took it down, Lance. Maybe they did. The one I remember, I don't see it. It used to be the top result. It used to be the top result. Lance. Alright, we'll play, I don't know what to do now. Anybody give me some suggestions on decks? Or we could just play old decks for an hour. Yeah. It was a compilation of all of his old aids. And it's not there, lads. Has he managed to sneak his pubes out of it? I want to find it now. Now I actually want to find it. No, maybe it's gone. Maybe it really is gone, lads. He literally could never look at an Asian character without doing the same shit. So, or it'd be all this. I know what this one is. It would be this every Asian he ever saw.
They say, China they say, rashness brings success to few.
In China, they say, Chiki Chang, Wang, Charlie Chan, Chika Chaka Choka Cha. Shut the fuck up.
Literally every Asian
what they
character,
say,
he's fucking talk about pork buns or chicken chow mein every time. And he would say the chinky chang wang shit every time.
China. In China, they say, cat very delicious. Oh, come on, I didn't mean to do that. In China, they say, Chiki Chang, Wang, Charlie Chan, Chika Chaka.
Alright, that's enough of that. Yeah. The main video seems to be gone, lads. It was full. It was full to the brim. N-words, everything. This is the one. This is the one, lads. This is the one.
Alright, well that being said, obviously real racism shouldn't be, taken lightly, but being that this is such a serious subject, it's funny to kind of joke around sometimes and say things that might, in a serious setting, be racially insensitive, but they're not really meant, and therefore, they can be pretty comedic.
They're not meant, so there's just comedic
things that they
lads.
particularly hate about me, whether I said that I hated Minecraft years ago, or I made a supposedly racist comment even though I've never done anything racist in my entire life. I made a supposedly racist comment even though I've never done anything racist in my entire life.
These were his videos. Those were his videos, not like fan-made.
Oh, he's Chinese or something. Hey, oh, you want some, want some chicken chow mein? Maybe I distract him.
Oh, doesn't that just look so delicious? Oh, it looks like fucking vomit on a plate, dude. Oh! That's what they eat over there? Ugh. Oh, Vampire Unit Advanced. I choose the English language. Hello. Hello to you. Hello.
Trust me, Cole, you will be ready when you're done working.
Oh, Chicky Chang Wang. Hello. Fuck you, motherfucker. Oh yeah, you want Chicky Chang? I give you Chicky Chang. It's 100 identical Chinese. We are in the same gang, so we wear the same baseball cap. Oh, he knows that. You have anecdotes? Oh, would you like to give me some cocaine? Please give me cocaine. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh yes, we find out. We shoot them in face. Get set! Ding dong ding. Dong dong ding dong ding dong ding ding. I speak their language. Let me to America. Ding dong ding dong dong.
He thought it was so funny as well.
Fuck you, I bring you rice.
What a
You get
twat.
fried rice.
What
like
a
Asian
slag.
chicks.
Oh wait, I'm Chinese.
So I get to cast one of these cards for free.
That was authentic. The authentic Chinese celebration dance. The epic. Oh! What the hell? Are you kidding me? The epic adventures of Ding Dong Wong. No, you killed Ding Dong. How dare you kill Ding Dong Wong? Ding Dong Wong must come back for revenge. Ding Dong, fire! Yes! Get the taste of Ding Dong! Ding Dong will get you now! Fire! Who the fuck shoot me? Yes! I took the vehicle out! Ding Dong Wong! Hi! You snipe Ding Dong! Now you're going to get the taste of the Dong Wong!
Fucking hell, what a complete twat. What a complete twat, lads. Someone else says, reminds me of an 8-year-old swearing because no adults are around. Amazing Twitch didn't ban him earlier. I know, I think those were his YouTube days. I think those were his YouTube days, Lance. So what are we doing? Play some classic? Let's see what historic is like. I'm gonna play this in... Nah, I don't want to play that. I mean, I play that all the time. Let's use the classic. Classic big boy majiks. So don't forget, I can't beat any of the new meta decks. So Tybalt's Trickery, any of that shit, I'm just gonna catch AIDS. Alright, we're gonna play this first and hope that I get an untapped black land. Nope. Never mind, lads. Play some of the precons, but it'll match me against Pro Tours because this game is classic memes. So if I was to guess, I would say this guy is playing... I'd say this guy is playing the enchantment deck, which is going to be super difficult to beat. Unless we get Boobalax super quicks. Shuffler is fine, right boys? So I think there's a high chance he might just play Croxer on me. If that's... yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, but then again, he doesn't have any red, so we'll see. We'll see, lads. So what else could I do? I could build the Yawgmoth deck for reals. Would Yawgmoth really make Scarab Nest any better? He was the enchantment deck, lads. He was the enchantment bollocks boring pussy deck the whole time. What a meme. Oh, there it is, lads! Classic Virgin memes. Definitely not having... oh, yeah. This is fine. Definitely not having that sticking around. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Historic is 8. I hate Magic. I hate everything to do with this game. That's why I stream it every single day, boys. Alright, let's have a talk about what else we could play. I have Xbox Game Pass and a brand new account. What could I play? Bearing in mind, I'm not a big fan of streaming Xbox at night. So I'm more of a in-house lad. PC-wise, I mean. So I have, but I suppose Nicol Bolas can get played next turn. That's not nothing. Okay, that isn't nothing. I suppose you could have Spell Pierce or some other 8s.
The whole of the multiverse will bend to my will.
So Shuffleinos, again, is proving to be classic memes. But, as we like to say on the tubes, boys, the Shuffler's fine the whole time. The Shuffler was fine the whole time, Lance. Now let's give Wizards another 50 quid. Right, boys? Giving us this amazing game. Giving us this incredibly boring AIDS game. Played in the same way by the same lads. Oh, come on, chicks. Ranked is phonetics. I suppose you're right. I suppose you're right, boys. Ranked is where you win the Olympic golds. Right, boys? Ranked is the place for your best decks. Mm-hmm. Look at this quality net deckage, lads. Quality net deckage. Boys. Okay, I could play this and plus it again. Or I think so. I'll just sacrifice this. I don't care. I got so much cheap removal. This is going to be fine.
All will bow before me, Cold.
That's a shame.
My intellect is without limit.
Okay, so next turn we can Boobalax one of these ones. Obviously not as good as Vicious Rumors. Naturally, boys. Oh, he's found his Virgin spell. Now he gets to draw 66 cards, boys. 66 cards. He's thrown away his Virgin spell. That's good, Majix. He's found his Virgin spell again. He was the best the whole time, Lance. He was the best the whole time, laddie boys. I suppose there's no need for that. Oh, I suppose there is. Alright, fair enough. So, I need him not to draw an artifact, an enchantment, in his enchantment deck. Hey, he drew a really good one. Isn't this game fucking fun? Oh, come on, Cheeks. He's playing on with the world's best Virgin Net deck. What do you expect to happen, Cheeks? Yeah, that's true. What do you expect to happen, Cheeks? But we got, spells. We got spells, I think. I think we got spells, Lance. Like what? Heliod's Punishment, yep, that card that we managed to get out of his hands. Classic, We got exiles. We got exile spells, Lance. Valky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't have enough mayonnaise for that. Alright. I'm just gonna die, I'm sure.
Will remake the multiverse in my
That's a good draw.
You have no weakness I cannot.
So I can memory lapse his next spell, but he'll draw it back because of this, so it really won't make any difference. Yeah, he just draws it back. Well, fuck it. What is he? Oops, and he gets to get it back. Well, maybe he don't. So, we'll play Valky. I can't really exile anything either. I don't know. That's fine. So how are we gonna win this one, Lance? Play Valks and just plus it, I guess. Like I say, we got Shadow's Verdict. I think I play 3 of those, Lance, because everyone knows Magic the Gathering decks are supposed to cap out at 2 mana, obviously. If you're not capping out at 2 mana, are you even doing the Magics, Lance? If you're not capping out at 2 mana, are you even doing the Magics? So I'll cast Heliod's Punishment on this, and if he gives it protection from white, all of these enchantments will fall off, which is classic Magics. Isn't that right, boys? Alright. Okay. Serious thanks, boys. So, 14. whatever. So we can flip the bubs. Draw cards, I suppose. Either way, it is a bit bland. Still, the bounty. Fun. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, all he needs is one other enchantment. Probably catch the 8s. Put target creature or planeswalker. Alright, we'll do that. Oh, I can take Val. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I remember that from the old days, boys. I remember that from the old days. That doesn't work.
Fog will be mine. I know
Good draws.
there is to know.
Good draws, boys. Good draws. So, he needs 2 enchantments or just one that pumps this up a little bit. Doesn't look like he found it. I get to draw 6 cards. Am I going to find an answer to this 8? Nope, dead. He was just really good at getting those decks off Goldfish. Really good at getting those decks off Goldfish, boys. He was just so much better than I could ever dream of being. 2 mana top end. What an absolute demon at gold ranked. That's why I love this game so much, Lance. Because it's fucking generically AIDS. I don't think this is actually the deck I'm supposed to be playing. I don't think I'm supposed to have memory lapse. I saw that there were 2 versions of Boobalax. And I don't think this is the one. Yeah, Pact of Negation was taken out. I think this was an experimental version. But nice to know that we didn't draw any of these. Didn't draw any of these. Didn't draw any of these. Because the shuffler's fine, Lance. Nice to know I drew 75 of these, though. Classic Mudgies. Classic British Mudgie. But 1 mana dipshits is what it's called. 1 mana dipshits. Not best of 8s. Best of 8s is best of 3. How am I supposed to keep up with all of these incredible games? Boys. 1 mana dipshits. That is how we could have got out. Cheeks, can we do a draft? You mean a lads draft? Not now. I've already been on for 2 hours. We'll do a lads draft tomorrow or the next day. I'm definitely more up for it. One thing I want to try is a lads draft but with a cube. So if there's like a way to import a deck list, I think it'll be much more fun to play a cube than whatever the fuck this 8 is. Wouldn't you agree, Lance? Of course you would. Of course you would, boys. Hey, dump your hand, mono pubes. Incredible game of Mudgies. So an argument could easily be made for shocking my balls and killing this. But I think I want to turn to Dust Legion. Okay, just more of the same fucking 2 mana top end virgin shit. More of the same 2 mana top end bollocks, Lance. But at least I've got the right deck. At least Virgin Lands, Virgin deck. That's a lot of Virgins. That is a lot of Virgins going on, boys. A lot of classic Virgins. I feel like Bajukabog might be useful as well. I feel like this guy might try giving us bog bullshit. Classic bog bollocks. I think that has to get exiled, right? Saves me damage and some other shit. Yes. Press confirm attack, you stupid whore. There you go. Alright, Sweltering Shits is probably bad. With this thing. Am I going to gain the life? I'm not sure. I'm not sure this time, Lance. I think we're gonna have to do the classic memes. I think we're gonna have to go classic memes. Ugh, not this fucking boring bollocks. Alright. So I can't... I'll just lose too much life to this silly AIDS. Yeah, it's not anger of the gods. Plus, as we had established, the weird combo associated with tokens doesn't work in the way that I thought. So what do I take? 2, 4, 6 if I Sweltering Suns. I still think I'm going to do it. Oh, it's not 6. It's 2. Yeah, it's 6. So, possibly have to shock my deck. Oh my lord, this guy is amazing at magics. Alright, definitely shock my deck now. It's fine.
The regrets of the dead.
Alright. I'm on 5. Anyone dies, game's over. He might just replay that.
Throughout the multiverse.
Alright, that's lifelink. That's pretty good.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
I feel like it's risky playing a land.
All your fears are given.
Might be risky playing a land, boys. Okay. Has he got a way of sacrificing that thing? If he has, then I'm going to be a brown bread lad.
Remember, your nightmares remain.
Recoil to the recess of your mind.
Alright, he's chopping those lands down.
Witness a mote of my power.
Right, he's going to have to win this turn. I don't think he's got a lot. There, he's won. Off the top, that's the win. He was really good at magics, boys. Imagine being that good at magics, eh? Imagine being that good at magics. So there's no way I can't avoid losing. Isn't that correct? So sacrifice... Oh, it's only 3. It's not doubled. Phew. For a second there, I was giving myself a bit of the pre-AIDS. I was giving myself a bit of the pre-AIDS, Lance.
My schemes are never ending.
So I lose 3, but I gain 2. So that should be enough. Then I see a little bit of the full art Virgin lands there, boys. Well, oh, Vespalark, lads. This guy was being a virgin the whole time. This guy was being a virgins the whole time, boys. Oh, am I dead this time? I am. 2, 4, 6, yeah. No! Sacrificing the land.
My intellect is without limit.
Alright, I'll admit, I don't really know. I don't know what the fuck to do here. The fact that I win next turn anyway should mean it's pretty straightforward. But I don't know. I didn't know what to do there about attacking. Yeah, well, whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck, Lance. That was amazing good. That was amazingly good times. Right, boys? Amazingly good times. Flip Bobs, get Ashiok back. Yeah, I suppose you were right there. I suppose you were right. I never thought about doing that because I thought about doing the memes instead. So what can we play? That kind of playlist is not really for me. It's never been for me, but it's gotten a lot worse. It's gotten a lot worse, if you ask me, boys. Tezzeret ramp. Trovely boys. Whatever this was. So this was the deck that I couldn't get to work. I mean, it's a fucking not a standard deck. No one ever said it was a standard deck. So what was the matter with it, really, other than just being bollocks? Oh, I kept playing Protoss. That's always quite a hindrance. I'll give a couple of games. Yawgmoth. Is Yawgmoth going to make Nest of Scarabs playable? Is Yawgmoth going to make Nest of Scarabs a playable card? Boys. It's 4 mana. And having an army of 1/1s, is that even anything in 2019? Is having an army of 1/1s where some other guy could just play Scoot Mob and you're out of it. He'll scoot your balls all over the shop. Alright, are we on for the mono reds? Are we on for the mono red lad? No. Artifacts, equipment. No. Oh, Jin-Gitaxias Boronades. Jin-Gitaxias, classic free play, turn 4, reanimates. That is a good, even matchup, right, boys? That is the thing that gives us the absolute haunts. Turn 4, reanimate Vagines. Classic magic, the Gathering Lands. Is he not even going to give me the courtesy of giving me an early GG's? Are we not going to even get the courtesy of an early GG's, boys? Faithless Looting must just trigger this. He wasn't even a brute. He was a fucking filthy pussy the whole time, lads. So, I mean, you're not. I'm supposed to be refurbishing this. That isn't how we're supposed to be playing this deck, boys. But it doesn't matter because we're going to lose on this turn. We're going to lose when he casts Bring Back Jin-Gitaxias. That was definitely a good use of this guy's money. Enjoy. Enjoy using your money that way, you fucking weird bitch. Islamic Hussein. Fucking Saddam Hussein. Hilarious cheeks. You're like DSP racism! Ha ha ha! DSP racism, guys! Amazing! That's what we look for, boys. Is classic racism. Isn't that what's actually funny? Classic racism, boys. The memes. I don't know why this deck is just always throwing up the worst uneven bollocks. Mizzix Mastery free play. Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking insane, lads? Mizzix Mastery free plays. Because what? You don't know if it's broken enough in Pro Tour circles. You fucking losers. What are you gonna do though? Nothing. It's always the answer. The answer's always nothing, lads. You fucking spunky bollocks. I'm gonna ditch this. So probably the same deck because, you know, memes and such. Probably the same deck because memes, boys. Are you even trying Magic if you're not looking for the easiest games? Nah, just clean mono red this time. Just clean mono red this time, Mr. Cheeks. Alright, I don't really want to play this because, well, yeah, we'll fucking try it. Okay, not great. And by not great, I mean bad. We're gonna need 2 blow-ups. But gaining a life every turn is pretty nice. Whatever. We'll do what we can. Right, boys. We'll do what we can. You think it's worth trying Yawgmoth, Luke? You think it's worth trying the Yawgmoth deck? I think they left too many cards out. Like, every game with this deck leads me to play Virgins. Proper, hardcore... Like, do you not know that there's a ladder and there are events? Why are you wasting my time, you fucking pussy? What a waste. Such a load of AIDS. Such complete AIDS. But, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, boys? This guy was clearly, like, just good. Built his own deck, no help from anyone else. Not a goldfish net decker, not a try-hard free-play virgin. Just an all-round, top-level Quack W winner, boys. He was Quack Wing with a win on the board the whole time. He was Quack Wing the whole time. I can't think of what Yawgmoth would go in. So, yeah, I don't know. So this guy's lobotomized his own ass. I don't know what he thought would happen. He thought I wouldn't block with fucking lethal in front of me. You fucking stupid bitch. So what can we bring back? Immortal Sun and die? Yeah, probably. Probably, Lance. We're gonna get the GGs for that shock off the top. We're gonna get the GGs! Lance, look how much fun we're having. Arena is just absolute fucking AIDS. It's the four of these. You play 4 Faithless Looting and it doesn't check for anything else. You are a Pro Tour deck. But the craziest thing, most comedic thing to me is that there are so many Pro Tour decks to be matched against. How many fucking losers are playing free play with their Pro Tour pussy bollocks hanging out? How come? To me, it doesn't make any sense, but, you know, I'm a weirdo. I think this is meaningless, whereas these guys think these are the Olympic trials. Fucking AIDS. This is why I don't want to give money to Wizards, even more than just because they're a racist company. I don't want to give Wizards money for this game. The way they are they're just the worst. They're the worst. Anything you can levy at them, they would be guilty of. Cutting corners, not keeping promises, lying, paying off Emma Handywanks to fucking be a lying bitch about how great this game is. All of your pussy bitch fuckers. I know this is a net deck. But what are you going to do, Lance? Madness, yeah. So this guy is trying to shit on his ass. But, you know, it's turn 1 and I've already lost. So that's good, Majix. That is a good Majix, boys. Good Majix. Good Majix. So I suppose I could bring back the Angel and just see if he can't kill it, but of course he can. Faithless Looting as well. Spent his big boy virgin 3,000 gold though, because he was a big boy the whole time, Lance. And I was just a small boy, thinking I don't want to waste my money on that shit. What an idiot. Shuffle is fine, right, Lance? I mean, I had all my cards in the top 4. Easy, Majix. Easy, Majix. Boys. Lance. Wasn't this easy, Majeeks? Or was I a fucking... just a sour, salty liar the whole time? Would you hurry up, please, you fucking bellend?
Hey, but I gotta make sure this deck's as good as it looked on Goldfish. Otherwise, how am I gonna win the Pro Tour?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. How's he gonna win that Pro Tour, boys? So I'm 100% sure he can do... I mean, I might as well just pay all the life, right? It doesn't matter. I don't think I want to blow anyone up if this is a round. And if it isn't a round, then I'm going to die. So if he can do 4 damage, he's clearly going to win the game. If he can't, then we'll fuck around for another 2 hours until I forget what's going on. Then I'll take a shit on the floor and phone up Mark Rosewater and say, Mark, what you're doing is amazing. No organized play. Stick that shit in the bin. Paying big money to Mr. Beast for a fucking video that never even went up. Sign me up for 10 episodes. Mate, fuck it. Every update to Arena explodes the game. Boys. Cut that work. Cut that fucking staff in half, lads. If the game's only broken when people are trying to play Majeeks, then who cares? Huh? Every single fucking bitch I see has a full art set of twat lands. So you know they don't care whether the game works, as long as they're spending money on nothing. Right, boys? Money for nothing is the key to happiness. If you're spending money for something, then you've done a fuck up. Absolutely fucked it up. Nice one, son. Definitely Goldfish material, this boy. He's going places. Mainly the job center. Fucking pussy. I have to delete this deck because it just keeps matching me with Goldfish decks. That's another reason why we should give money, right? That's another reason why we should give Whizbangs money. Because when I play this silly bollocks deck, I keep getting matched up against the decks that I play. Right, lads? Adventures, all that kind of dog shit. Top level Majeeks, though. Top level free play net decks. Mythic's Mastery, all of that aids is the key to this shit, boys. All of that aids. Alright, we got 4 blow up all the peeps. That's pretty good, Majeeks. Right, boys. 4 blow ups is just about as many as you need for a game of the free plays. Now we're playing Mill. That's actually, in theory, that should be good. But in reality, I'm not going to be able to draw a card that wins the game before I actually do anything meaningful. Am I, lads? Oh, wow. He was busting the memes the whole time. What an odd deck decision. Mill with Yorvo. Also, Shuffler's fine, right? Didn't I put 2 of these away? Didn't I put 2 of these away, Lance? We'll have another 2 for the memes. Have another 2 for the memes. I think you're being delusional if you think this deck can win against any tier 3 or more powerful historic decks. Literally never said anything close to that it could do that. I said I want some even games, and it keeps matching me up against Pro Tour decks. I don't know why my level of opponent up to this guy has been insane. Before this, it was classic memes. But now, it's Mimi Classics. Alright. I could just cast the Immortal Sun again, so that's not really good. We're going to have to keep the refurbishes. I don't want to fling any more Wraths away. Alright, land and a Kalain it is. Sleeping. He's bored. He's bored of the old refurbished decks, boys. He's bored. He's too busy having a wank on his mum's ass. Standard good boy Majeeks. Scry 3, then do shit. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boring. I'm bored. I'm bored down. Scoot Swarm. Lads, this guy was really good at Majinks the whole time. Boring, but Scoot Swarm is classic fun. Scoot Swarm is really what's up. I want to play Scoot Swarm all day, Dad. And I want to do the sleepy emotes because I got fucked at school by my teacher. And it wasn't a sexy teacher. It was an old fat bitch teacher. But in response, I just like spamming emotes instead with my Scoot Swarm deck. Because, boys, are you even doing the Majinks if you're not spamming Scoot Swarm in free play? Are you even doing the Majinks if you're not spamming Scoot Swarm in free play, boys? Are you? Is anyone even doing the Majinks in free play, boys? What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment, lads. I just don't understand so much of the mindset of the loser. It is a confusing state of affairs to be this level of virgin. Let's just turn it off. I mean, it's getting on my nerves, clearly. He can carry on spamming it like his dad spammed his anus. But I am just overexposed to losers. I am exposed so far into the world of losery. It shouldn't even make any British sense. But it does, boys. It makes all the British sense in the world of Majinks. So we're wasting our last blow-ups, or we're going to play a planar bridge? I mean, Scoot Swarm does kill me almost immediately, right? But I don't give a shit anymore. I don't think I give two fucking eights. So 8 mana, put a permanent on the field. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any good permanents. That's unfortunate, right? Do I have any good permanents left? Lance? Have I got any good permanents left in the world? Well, we're gonna see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meteor Golem is a bit of a lant. Platinum Angel's a bit of a lant. Alright, we got a couple of lands for the planar bridge. We got a couple of lands, but we're going to have to get our lands online pretty soon. Otherwise, my 7 HP is really going to bum my bum-bums. Isn't it, Lance? If your opponent in FNM was doing the boring emote in real life, his deck's going out the fucking front door. Literally no alternative than the man's deck is going to end up in the street. So Inventor's Fair gives me some life, but Platinum Angel needs to be killed. I think that's fine. Right. Meteor Golem needs to die as well. Because I've only got one. How am I supposed to get shit out of my sideboard? I don't even know, Lance. Okay, well, we got refurbish, Lance. We've got refurbaloids. We've got a refurbally, boys. Alright, Faithless Aids to start. Chroma is 6. I don't think so. Alright, we've got Baleful Mastery, which is pretty good. I'll let Meteor Golem die, if it can die. Refurbish the Golem and blow this up. Yeah, that's good. Refurbish the Golem, blow up the lad. Refurbish the Angel. I also am laughing slightly at the idea of what do you call it? Four plummets, mainboard, keep getting me. Lem gauge to lethal, then planar bridge the angel on the stack. It's too late now. There's only one angel. Okay, Masterminds 8. What do we got? Elish Norn? Lance. But that's a meme. Rise the Lance. We got a lot of memes. We got a lot of memes. A lot of British memes. So, dead, dead, dead. I think Elish Norn is fine then. Okay. I think I gotta get some lives. I'll turn emotes on at the end if it looks like we're gonna win and see if he is still doing the memes. If he's still bored of Planar Bridge, Chroma's Memorial reanimates. You know, that usual old bullshit. Like, oops, boys, I'm gonna give him the oops. Gonna give him the double oops. What do you think about that, son? What do you think about that? What does he think about that, Lance? He's very quiet all of a sudden. What do you think he thinks about that, Lance? You think he thinks it's a bit of the memes? Do you think he thinks it's a little bit of the memes? Oh, this would be perfect if he stalls the game out. This would be perfect if he stalls the game out in a fucking huff. I love Magic the Gathering. I love these players. I love these Scoot Swarm, emote, pussy, fucking flambe bitches. This is the type of deck that this deck is designed to play. You know, shit decks. I could have lost this game. I could have lost this game easily. This deck is not designed to beat Pro Tour decks. If you are playing a Planar Bridge and you are seriously considering getting an Inventor's Fair to gain 1 life every turn, your deck is shit. Which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. I don't care about winning games. I care about having even games. This guy got to do a lot of what he wanted. Look at his graveyard lands. Filled with his boys. He got to do the boring emotes for a full 2 minutes because he was bored of the monotony of refurbish, Planar Bridge, Chroma's Memorial, Platinum Angel. Everyone does that. Everybody plays those lands. It's boring. I can't do the emotes. Like, I just can't. Sometimes I like it, but not this time. Sometimes I would do an emote. I don't own any of the special fancy CGB ones because I never bought a Mastery Pass, Lance. But we'll sit here and bask in the glory of what Arena is every night. Number 1, play mono white lifelink cats 50% of the time. Number 2, for the other 30%, play some other variation of zero magic, dump your hand, slags. 10% full Pro Tour net decks that they saw on the tubes. And then when it comes to the personality slants, 1 guy a week will play a brew. 1 guy a week will say GG's and concede. 4 times a night, people will start fucking crying because they lost a free play game on Arena. And as much as I say this guy is a virgin, this other guy is a pussy, got fucked by his dad, they can't hear me do that. For all they know, I'm just a lad. I never emote spam. I never time waste. I haven't had a rope come up even from thinking for about 2 months. I don't think. This game's meaningless. But this happens from so many fucking losers. It reminds me truly what Magic is. just complete losers. Complete losers. Cheeks, if you want even games, then why don't you play meta decks in free play? 100% you're gonna get even games. I don't want even games of decks I hate. I want even game that there's an algorithm allegedly built to match you up against decks that are similar to yours. I want even games on my own terms, which is, would you like to play some silly gibberish? And I want my opponent to be like, I would like to play some silly gibberish. I don't want to say, well, the only way to get even games is to play Cat Oven, best of 3. I could do that. I don't want to do it. I play Boldest best of 3 every now and again, and every now and again I still get salty, but it's a lot less. It's a lot less. Because we're all on the same page. We're playing shit decks against each other for nothing. But guys like that, boys, I'm sure he's the life and soul at his FNM. Fucking little pussies. What else have we got? I'll play one of this and then one of this, and I'll play easily until 2 a.m. Easy GGs until 2 a.m. lads. And then what? I don't know. So it's either net deck v net decks, but that's the funny thing. If I don't own any full 60 card. Oh, that's not true. I do actually. The Gruul deck that I spam to Mythic every couple of months just to see if I can do it. That's still in here, but I would feel like a mug playing it even one time. I would feel like an absolute mug, lads. Alright, all we need is a land, and we're sort of alright. We got to gain 9 life with these boys, but I got the feeling this guy is equipment net decks. I got a feeling this guy is equipment net decks. He could be his own brew, obviously. It could be busted out Xanathar late game. Could be busted out Big Bubs late game. We'll see. We'll see, boys. The full art Virgin Bug Bollocks makes me feel like Virgins. Hey, he was a Virgins the whole time, lads. He was a Virgins. Okay, that's alright. That's okay, boys. So what do I want? 1 white and 1 blue. Or 1 black. Is there a black in here? There is not. Classic whiz-bangs. Classic whiz-bangs democracy. Or some shit. So I think you play Thragtusk. Truffly Boy is quite the lad. But the fact that this guy leaves a token behind, probably the only thing that could save me. Probably. Right, boys. Although next turn he could easily play the hammer, play the 1 mana equip hammer spell, and then we'll get hammered, lads. You know, like they do at High Mythics, where all the good players play. Where every time I watch CGB, some guy is being a complete fucking dickhead in terms of being good at Magiques. But I guess I was just being a meme the whole time. Right, boys. I guess I was just memeing the whole time, lads. So what do you play here? I've only got 1 green, which is a bit shit. Alright, Migration Aids. Alright, Migration Aids. So he wasn't the full net deckage, unless Outlaw's Merriment was in Legs VD's deck this morning, which is, you know, classic 5-hand 1. Nah, it was the same deck. It was the same deck. Don't ever doubt me, lads. So what does this do? You may unattach an equipment from a land. If you do, tap it and it gains indestructible. For 1 white, which you can't pay, that is good Magiques. So we'll blow everyone up. Play Truffly Boy. Right, lads. Sounds good, Magiques. Sounds good, Magiques. Truffly boys. So, there isn't even a black land in the deck, which is pretty good. Right, Lance? Pretty good deck building skills here.
We can achieve peace.
Pretty good deck building from your boy Cheeks. Lance. Amazing deck building skills.
I will guard your advance.
So I guess Golos must be in the deck. Otherwise, none of this makes any sense. Hey! There he is, Lance. He was doing the memes the whole time. So, I probably lose, right? I don't think there's any way not to lose. Yeah.
I could use a hand.
So, yeah, I don't think there's any way. I suppose Shatter the Shits will kill everybody. Maybe. I think I'm dead on this turn, though. Yep. This guy was really good at magics. He was really good at magics, boys. He put the thing on the wrong card, but I'm sure he had more spells to be able to win. Just really good at magics. With his one brew. Classic Merchy boys. He had a one brew card, which I'm guessing isn't even a brew. 100% that was a deck he got off the internet.
Oh, come on, not everyone can build their own decks, Cheeks. Not everybody's got time to play a shit con reanimate deck for 10 hours.
That is very true, boys. Not everybody has got time to waste their fucking bollocks being a knobhead. Alright, Truffly boy. I think Truffly's gonna have to go. He's the one who's gonna have to take a seat on my balls. What a land. What a land. Online games always end up in meta because winning is better than fun. I mean, I think that is honestly one of the most confusing things to me whenever I play this game. The absolute obsession with winning anything. From, never forget this, losers. That is the thing that boggles my anus. Fucking crystal grade losers. If you ask any of these 5-hand one pussies what have they ever won anywhere, the answer's always going to be nothing. Always. One of my favorite things that I always bring up as like an analogy is the people you always hear, like some girl will say her boyfriend's super competitive. He has to win every Christmas Day game of Monopoly with the family, and then I'll always say the same thing. Oh, so what kind of things has he competed in? And they'll be like, they'll just have a blank expression like, what? You don't compete in things in the real world. You just do the memes. You just do the memes. You fucking idiot. There's no competing in the world. Are you fucking shrooming? And it's such the same thing with magics. Everyone always tells me winning isn't important, but everybody's videos are totally dictated. Not even videos, everybody's existence on Magic, whether they be a Strider Stone jank streamer, whether they be a Cocaine's watch me win all of my games, but I'm still 1-57 when it comes to Sundays. Whether it be CGB wins every single game one on his videos, whether it be Legs VD edits out all of his fucking losses, whether it be, oh, I'm just playing for, hey guys, I'm just playing for funds. That's not his accent, but I broke the matter, boys. Hey, we're just playing for funds, but I had to break the matter, lads. It's only for fun, but I won all 19 games. The audience is just as obsessed with winning fucking meaningless bollocky games of Magic the Bollocking Lance. And it just doesn't make any fucking sense in the world. That's the thing. When I first started watching these jank streamers, I thought, isn't it weird, Lance, that these janky lads have better win percentages than any pro ever? Isn't that weird? And I just started to think from then on, do people not think a video is good if the person they're watching doesn't win all their games? Are you so fucking stupid you can't extract entertainment from anything other than wins? It doesn't make nay sense at all, boys. Nay sense at all, Lance. Playing Magic for nothing should be the classiciest classics of Magics. And yet, here we are. Nobody's playing Truffly Boy except me. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any sense in the world, boys. Des says, but Cheeks, we love winners. That's true. We love winners to the extent that we would never dream of watching a Pro Tour winner over Cocaine's. Because Cocaine's 5-hand one on arenas are so much better than watching Huey Jensen versus Seth Manfield in a $250,000 squeebly banger. Obviously, boys. Would you even be squeebly banging if it wasn't for bangly squeeblins? Boys. Boys. Cheeks, I'm curious, do you like handicapping yourself by playing meme decks against all those meta decks in free play? It's not up to me who I play against. I mean, there's an algorithm, allegedly, to make the games even. If your intention is to always build a shit deck, well, you know, sometimes that happens. But one thing that definitely happens is that I play mono white lifelink cats so often, most of my decks have to be filled with Wrath of Gods, or you die on turn 4 to nobody. Shuffler's fine as well, right, boys? Let's give Wizards $50. $50 for making this game as good as it is. 50 British dollars Lance. So I'm not entirely sure what this deck actually is. I can't remember, like this guy's on the box. I'm pretty sure Ultimatums was on the front, but I haven't seen anything close to an Ultimatum. Anything close to an Ultimatatos. Alright, we'll have to blow everyone up again for the memes, Lance. We love a good blow-ups. Don't we, boys? Oh, there was Boulder. There was Funskin. Tons of good cards. There were fucking tons. We just have to find one. We just have to find one. Okay, blow up number 75 for the memes. This guy's probably getting a bit sick of this game too. So another Golos, I guess, would be fine. That's it. Another Golos, I guess, would be fine. But I definitely remember Big Bubble-Ops. I don't think we're hard. I don't think anybody else. Okay, there we go. One boy can be a big fucking lad. Classic budgets. Classic. No, don't get confused about what happened there. He's not worried about Ulamog. He's not worried his graveyard got exiled. He knows he can't beat two Truffly boys. He knows he's never, ever, ever gonna be able to take down the Truffly lad. It's impossible. No one can do it except Jesus. And that guy ain't even real. I don't like that deck though. I don't like that deck as much as this other one. I feel like this is a lot more consistent, but it doesn't have a big bubs in it. And we love a big bubs. Tiago Pareto says, yes, the problem is that in Arena, you are left to Arena to decide who you play against. In real life, you can talk to the person to discuss what you'll use. Yeah, like think of the games that we play, even between us, and it'll be like a quick, what are we doing? Classic memes, hardcore decks, or somewhere in between. Whenever we don't do one of those, someone will always pick a deck that turns the whole thing to shit. How many times do I play J. Cole and secretly add the memes of playing Gruul aggro, and he's playing Omniscience Jizrag, and by the time he even sits down in his chair, he's already dead. Every time that happens. Every game, that exact situation happens, Lance. Every game. Alright, going first and getting classic ramp has put us in quite the dominant position here. If this guy's mono black, I don't know how he's blowing up a Sunbirds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's just assume I'm not going to top deck a land. Oh no, not Primeval Bounty, boys. That is classic memes. Okay, so we've got quite the field. But I feel like my hand's going to go. I feel like my hand's going to go and we're going to be playing top deck wars. Tegrid, and he paid all the money for the Virgins, Lance. What an absolute meme machine. What an absolute meme machine, boys. Extra money for your mono black free play AIDS deck. Classic Mojiks, boys. Lance, you love a good bit of the classic Mojiks, don't you, boys? So Balabolics can get a big card from my hand. I'm going to take it. Maybe it'll work out, maybe not. Maybe it'll work out, Lance, and perhaps it won't. So, let me read how this works. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token or discards a card, permanent card, you may use it. So, yeah, that guy, hopefully he blocks it, lets me draw a card. Yeah, that's definitely a mistake from the boy. Double Genesis, that's classic memes. So as long as I don't discard 3 cards, we're gonna smash the anus off the place. That's fine. I think this guy's anus is about to get ruptured, boys. I think this guy's anus is about to get ruptuladoed. Get rid of these lands. Parallel lives or another Genesis. I feel like because the guy's playing mono black, he doesn't deserve me to be fucking around. He can just eat my ass. Dead. Classic Mojiks, boys. Classic British Mojiks. I'm not going to take the Wall of Blossoms because I've actually milled myself doing that before. How many cards? 22. Unlikely that I'd have been milled. But you never know, Lance. Now I want to play it, just to see. 22! We need 22 copies, boys. 22 copies, lads. It was under control the whole time, boys. Oh, yes. I mean, he's dead, but it doesn't matter. You gotta always take your best card, Lance, so everyone knows what's going on. He was very patient. I'll give him that, but I won't give him anything else. Monobollocks, full art weird integrity slag.
Well, he might have got it for free, Cheech.
He might have, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I guess he was just a meme. Sparks Manticore says, a few years ago I was using Arena to test out my standard deck before getting paper cards. Not something you can even do now. Because of what? The games are meaningless, the games are uneven, and they give you wonky wank dog shit results. That was one thing I noticed, is that the pros never use Arena to truly test out what they're doing. They either play against each other or they use modos. And this is a full Desolator Magic conspiracy theory from me. I think they put the weird hand shuffler / weird algorithm bollocks into Modo as well. I was watching Modo games and I'm like, I don't believe what I'm seeing. I don't believe what I'm seeing in the same way that I don't believe what I'm seeing when I'm watching Arena games. And I don't remember thinking that about Magic Online even 2 years ago. Maybe even 1 year ago. Alright, we're playing the DSP tax deck, lads. We love a good bit of tax. I can't do a turn 1 mana tithe because I don't have a planes, but you know, boys, we got Smothering Tithe and Wrath of God. Those are the free play standard Magic's Get Out of Jail AIDS cards. Standard Magic's Get Out of Jail AIDS. Okay, boys. Okay, we got a good setup. But if this guy's playing, I don't know, what is he playing? Mono black artifact ramp? Mana drain. Okay. We know what our strategy is, Lance. We know what the strategy is. Do you think I need to play more Torments, or do you think I shouldn't care too much because who cares? Oh, it's the same guy, is it? It's the same guy from literally a minute ago. That's good, Magics. Every day that happens now. Never used to happen. Every day we play the same boys. Isn't that classic Magics, Lance? Every day we play the same lands for the classic Magics. So I guess we just have to keep holding our hand and hope that he lets us Smothering Tithe. Also, isn't it weird that my last deck and this deck are totally different? Oh, Lance. Totally different, boys. However, same opponent with the same deck. I know, this guy has been very disciplined at paying his tax. That isn't what we want. That isn't what we want, Lance. We want him to not pay any tax. We want him to go full DSPs. We want 0 tax. 0 tax, boys. Matchmaking also takes into account your MMR. Not for free play, surely. What does it matter if you win or lose free play games? I think we could play a land this time. But why is this guy refusing to pay my tax? Why is this guy refusing to pay the tax of the taxation lands? It definitely go. I mean, who said? Who said? Plus, that does. I don't believe that, mate. I don't believe it, because if you switch decks every day, I mean, I don't even know what point I'm trying to raise, but I don't believe it. So we're going to just use one of these. I think I'm going to use one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. He threw away a lot of decent cards, boys. He's gonna have to have something good. Gourmand. Alright, his deck's bollocks. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice the old Gourmand lance. Not Gourmandaloids. Didn't I just play an extra land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe there was a treasure on the pitch I didn't notice. Rise of the Darkades. He was going for the big memes. He was going for the big memes the whole time, boys. Didn't work. Didn't work, boys. Grotlex says, I believe it. It doesn't make sense, but my experience seems to indicate it might be right. Yeah, but how? Your MMR with a deck? Your MMR as a player? Because I'll switch decks and I'll just play any old crazy shit. I'll play this and only play Pro Tours. I'll play this and usually play shit. I'll play this and always play shit. I'll concede this game. I'll concede this game because what I'm going to do is absolute 8s. I'll play one game with my only full net deck in free play and we'll see what opponent we get. It's waiting longer than usual, Lance. No matter, even if we're playing another Ugin net deck, I'll still concede because I don't want to be the kind of lad who plays free play Pro Tours for any reason. So my MMR must be low, but this deck is it's a Pro Tour deck. Seems fine, Lance. Okay, he was a pussy the whole time as well. I'm not conceding to a mono red. I changed my mind about that. I don't think it's about haste right here, Lance. I don't think it's about hasty, boys. Oh, well, he still died. So we'll play this as a 4-4 as well. So, mono red full art shithead, but oh, fuck you. Fuck you, sir. So this is a fucking intro pack, basically. This is closer to an intro pack than it is to a fucking slag pack. We'll hold... Nah, we're not holding anything. Right? This doesn't make any sense. If he's got Torbrand, fuck him. If he's got Torbrand, fuck him. And fuck me saying I'll stick to my word about conceding. Fuck you. You stupid ass wank. Sorry, boys. So, I don't know. Honestly, that was inconclusive. That was inconclusive. I don't know. I don't think Cavalcade is a top tier deck, but it's definitely not a fun deck in any way. In any way, Lance. Alright, couple of Tesbos, and then we'll get out of here. Couple of Tesbos. Also, what game shall I play on my Xbox? Pro Evolution often gets a shout out. So we'll think about that. Cold Steel shits. What a lad. What a lad. So does Cold Steel shits need to be any particular colour? I've forgotten, lads. Is red in this deck? So we got 1 blue, 2 black, 2 white. Oh, mono white lifelink cats, boys. Standard magic. Standard magic. That is what we love when we play the magic. Standard British magics. I mean, there's a slim chance he isn't lifelink cats. You know, Slim Belly Jims. Nah, he was. Oh dear, Lance, these come into play tapped. That's not what I needed. I needed the opposite. I needed them to come into play halt. So I'll say blue. I assume maybe I need it. Street Fighter 5, I don't think that's on Game Pass. If Street Fighter 4's on it, I will fucking Akuma the balls off some guy. One time. And then lose all the rest of the games. Boros Elite. That's not very good, is it, lads? So we could just go full Tesbos right now. I think so. Has he got Baleful Mastery?
Don't you see? You have already lost.
I would share Tesbo's optimism if we can blow up all the lands. But we'll see. Man-Eater, or maybe the new Streets of Rage. I mean, yeah, I'm listening to suggestions. Those wouldn't be games I would normally play. But we'll see where we are. Lands. So this only costs 2. So I could still play Baleful Mastery afterwards. I think that's good enough, Majix. I think gotta go Gear Banger. I didn't need to cast it, by the way, Lance. I didn't realize I'd be able to play it. I should have held the Mastery, and then when this came in for an attack with the Skyclave, give it the Exile. But Lance, seriously, does anyone give a shit?
We only want to see optimal plays, cheeks. Never mind gypsy women and all this bollocks, or talking about Giannis tits. We want to see optimal plays. I want to see all your losses edited out. I want to see you get to Mythic by spamming AIDS. And I want you to say GG's XDs every fucking AIDS day or whatever the fuck. And we'll be
Alright, boys. You heard the lad. You heard the lad. So, what do you think? It doesn't really do anything. This is pretty good. This is a load of old AIDS. This is good on this field. But I do like taxing a boy's balls. This is just better.
You should just concede.
Search for glory holes, Lance. And that's what we all wish we were doing instead of playing this game. Just sticking our dicks through random toilet holes and hoping nobody bites it off. Standard Mujiks. I remember watching a comedian talking about glory holes. And he was like, who was the first guy who figured that out? And he's right. Who was the first guy who was like, I'm sticking my dick through this hole and someone's gonna suck it? Was it like pre-approved dick suckerage, Lance? What was the memes? Oh, look how good I was at Majik's, boys. Too good. I was too good at Majik's the whole time, Lance. We'll definitely plop this on the tubes because it makes me look like I'm amazing. I'm amazing at Majik's, Lance. Incredible stuff. Have you ever seen such domination against a man's star pupil deck? Absolutely incredible stuff, Lance. Ranger Captain of Eos, one turn too late. One turn too late for the boy. Fervent Champion? Lance. That guy was doing the memes the whole time, Lance! Alright, I just can't see how we're not winning this game. But maybe that's the fun in Majik's. Maybe I'll be surprised, Lance. Injustice 2 or Doom? I think Doom was already on this computer. I'm not a mouse and keyboards man, but that might have been more fun to watch. Me just continually falling off fucking platforms like an absolute twat. Alright, I don't know what's in the deck. We're gonna find out. Another Tesbos wins the game, maybe. Classic Tesbos. Yeah, we'll get classic Tes. Classic Tesbos, Lance. Lance. You love a classic Tesbos, don't you, boys?
Master of machines.
He is the master of the machines. Not even doing the memes. So, do I draw 2 cards or make a lad? I think I'll make a lad.
Silent, obedient perfection.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This should strike fear into you.
Okay, boys. I would say he is under quite a lot of problems. This guy has a lot of problems to solve. Planar cleansing is about the only solution I can think of. That wouldn't be a bad one. That wouldn't be a bad one. That's not gonna get it done, though. Oops. That's not the card, Lance. Bastion of AIDS is definitely not gonna do the memes. I want to play some more spells, but it's bad manners, right? I'm still doing it though. The man's free to concede whenever he pleases. Isn't that right, boys? Everybody knows you're free to do the memes whenever you like. So we're gonna do the full memes, boys. Full meme cuisine.
I will be better prepared. Oh, fencer! I know what must be done.
Lads, set your DVRs. We're going to win with a lithoform engine. We're going to send it off to top 5 plays of the week, and I'm going to say, hey, top 5 plays of the week, pussies. I know the game was like well and truly done. Yeah, I fucking fucked it up anyway. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, lads? I fucked it up. I thought I put full control on, and then I bollocked it. I guess doing the memes was hard work the whole time, boys. I guess doing the memes was incredibly hard the whole time, boys. So obviously I meant to do this, to copy the ability on that. but I fucked it up. I fucked it up, lads. You know what fucking things up looks like, right? It's what you just saw. And it was classic memes. Lance. Alright, one last game maybe? Alright. The final game. What does anyone want to see? Especially if there are any members left in the chat. Any particular thing? Shall I put Faithless Looting in the dinosaur deck now? Surely Thran is a favorited deck? Apparently not. Where is it? Lance. Well, it hasn't been updated for for a long time. So take these out and put in Faithless Looting. Do you think it's better, isn't it? It just is better, dude. But if I put 4 Faithless Looting in, is it gonna start giving me impossible games, Lance? Am I gonna have to beat Mono Blue Tempo for the memes? Alright, anyway. Any deck anyone wants to see, otherwise I'll just pick that deck and we'll say goodnight. What do you think, boys? What do you think? I don't know. We'll play it anyway. So, I'm sure everybody knows what the deck is. You play a Dynamo Gateway thing on turn 4, and then on turn 5 you play Geisha, and hopefully get 16 sexy Dragoons. And by Dragoons, obviously, I mean dinosaurs. So, I'm going to play this. I think no. Alright, that got a lot worse. A lot worse, lads. Well, sometimes it goes wrong. Sometimes it goes wrong, lads. So we got Settle the Shits if he's a mono white deck, and we're not dead on turn 4. But we do have the Gateway, which is the key. Shambly boy! Shambly Goblin is definitely nothing to worry about. What's he got? Sacrifice, draw 2? Some shit like that? Okay, we have actually hit all the lands. Classic Mojinks, boys. Classic Mojinks. So if he's mono black cannot blow up a Thran's Gateway. Okay. That doesn't look like a good deck at all. This is an intro pack, right? Alright. So there's 2 things we could do. Nah, there's not 2 things we could do. I think he's got a way to kill my first dinosaur. Okay, now he hasn't. So I'm gonna play Valakut, and we're gonna find a Zakama for the start of the next turn. That's the new plan, Lance. No need just playing one of these. That ain't the game. That ain't the game in the slightest. Okay, classic Mojinks. We'll see about conceding. I mean, might as well. I don't know if it's worth blocking. One of those rare occasions. One of those rare occasions where I'm not certain blocking would have made any difference. Alright, one more attack, and I'll concede, because this deck is clearly an intro pack. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key, Lance. Only play 2 Faithless Lootings, and you get intro packs. If you play any more, you're gonna get the 8s. Gonna get the 8s. Boys. Put a 1/1 counter on a Lant. So Clarion obviously is the end of the world for the boy. I think he's got Sacrifice, Destroy, maybe Bone Shards, whatever that card is called. Either way, I'm pretty sure we would easily win anyway. Alright, because he's taken so long, I might take the shits off the table. Might take the shits off the table, Lance. Might take the shits off the table. Oh, has he got a Davriel's Withering? He could do a classic meme if he's got one of those, boys. No. Oh, what a full house. Full house, Lance. Alright, I'll stick to my word. He wasn't going to win that game. He wasn't going to win that game, Lance. Like, yeah, matchups, they just don't make any sense. They don't make any sense in the world. Consistent deck, though. A lot of the same cards. But all commons. Maybe he accidentally was doing the memes, and he was actually playing a pauper deck. The whole time, Lance. Maybe he was trying to do the memes on me, boys. Maybe he was trying to do the memes on me the whole time. So, I don't have any packs, despite playing this game for like fucking 20 hours this week. What do we have in the store, though? What do we have in the store, Lance? Boys, you know what the word deal means, don't you, boys? Don't you want to buy a first day of class for 1,000 gold? Isn't that an absolute bargain, boys? Isn't that an incredible deal? You can have a card be floaty in a deck you would never dream of playing, and you'll be able to say for the memes. Glimpse of Freedom, that well-known classic card, only 750 gold, or 150 gems, Lance. You know, if you get duplicate cards in a rare pack, you only get 20 gems. So by my maths, you'd have to open 600 cards for one free Glimpse of Freedom with gems. Wizards are spoiling us, Lance. Absolute spoilage. I feel like I'm going to have to give them another 100 beans tomorrow. What is this? I'm not clicking on this. They can eat shit. What is this? Do you have to have a mastery pass to get whatever this is, or do you just have to have played Arena before? Whatever. Magic is bollocks. Lance, I think today's Monday, right? Fuck me. Okay. Until next time, ladies and shits. Thanks for watching and all the rest of that shit. I'll see you next time.